Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about 1 a day unlocks blood flow. Make sure you watch till the end because there's one bonus tip that is so important for good blood flow and circulation. Now what I want to do is I want to answer some questions that people have been asking in the comment section. Now these are real questions from real people. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first question is from Steven, who asks, what happens if you eat an onion every day? Well, Steven, if you eat an onion every day, you're going to get all the benefits of an onion every day. For example, your blood circulation is going to improve. You're going to have improved cholesterol levels. Your blood pressure is going to come down. Inflammation is going to go down. And you're also going to boost your immune system. So overall, eating an onion every day is very, very healthy. It has its benefits. It can become part of your daily routine. And you don't have to worry about getting all the benefits at once. They're going to add up over time. So this is great news for those of you who really enjoy onions and can easily incorporate them into your diet. Another question is from Trevor, who asks, how do onions unlock blood flow? Now, this is a great question, Trevor, because if you understand how onions unlock blood flow, you'll understand how powerful they are for your overall health. Now, onions contain a number of compounds that help to improve blood flow. One of the main ones is called quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonoid, which is a type of antioxidant that helps to protect against inflammation and helps to reduce oxidative stress. This is important because many times when we have poor blood flow, it's because we have inflammation in the artery walls or we have some kind of blockage. And so by reducing inflammation, quercetin helps to open up the arteries and improve blood flow. Another compound in onions is called allicin. Allicin is known for its antibacterial and antifungal properties. However, it also has been shown to relax blood vessels, which allows for better blood flow. Now, it's important to note that these compounds work synergistically, meaning that together they're even more powerful than they would be alone. So when we consume onions, we're getting the benefits of all these different compounds working together to improve blood flow. But this is not the only way that onions can improve our circulation. In addition to these compounds, onions also contain a number of vitamins and minerals that are essential for good blood flow. For example, onions are a good source of vitamin C, which is important for maintaining healthy blood vessels. They also contain a number of B vitamins, which are important for red blood cell production and oxygen transport. Additionally, onions are a good source of potassium, which helps to regulate blood pressure and improve overall cardiovascular health. All of these nutrients work together to support healthy blood flow and circulation throughout the body. The next question is from Joanne, who asks, is onion good for heart? Well, Joanne, not only is onion good for your heart, it's actually very, very good for your heart. We already talked about how onions help to reduce blood pressure and improve overall circulation, but they also help to improve cholesterol levels. Onions are a good source of fiber, which is important for maintaining healthy cholesterol levels. The fiber in onions helps to bind to cholesterol and prevent it from being absorbed into the bloodstream. This can help to lower total cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Additionally, the antioxidants in onions, such as quercetin, can help to prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is a major contributor to heart disease. Overall, including onions in your diet can be a simple and effective way to improve your heart health. But again, it's important to note that while onions can be very beneficial for heart health, they should be consumed as part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Eating too much of any food can have negative consequences, so it's important to consume onions in moderation. Next question is from Beverly, who asks, are blood circulation vessels the same as veins? Now, this is a great question, Beverly, because there's a lot of confusion about blood vessels and veins. So blood vessels are the arteries, veins, and capillaries that carry blood throughout the body. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to the rest of the body. Veins carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Capillaries are tiny blood vessels that connect arteries and veins and allow for the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products between the blood and the body's tissues. So to answer your question directly, arteries and veins are not the same thing, but they are both part of the circulatory system, and they work together to ensure that blood can flow throughout the body. The next question is from Mark, who asks, can eating onion improve circulation? Well, Mark, based on all the evidence that we talked about earlier, the answer is yes. Eating onions can definitely improve circulation. Again, onions contain a number of compounds that help to improve blood flow, including quercetin, allicin, and a number of other antioxidants and nutrients. When we consume onions, these compounds are absorbed into the bloodstream and transported throughout the body, where they can exert their beneficial effects on blood flow and circulation. But it's important to note that in order to see these benefits, you need to consume onions on a regular basis. A single serving of onions is unlikely to have a noticeable impact on blood flow. However, when you make onions a regular part of your diet, the benefits will definitely add up over time. The next question is from Joseph, who asks, after 60 years old, what should we be careful of? Well, Joseph, this is a great question because as we age, it's important to be aware of the changes that occur in our bodies and make adjustments accordingly. As we get older, our bodies become more prone to certain health problems, such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and osteoporosis. That's why it is important to take steps to prevent these conditions and maintain our overall health as we age. One of the things that we should be careful of as we age is our diet. As we get older, our bodies require different nutrients than they did when we were younger. We may also have difficulty digesting certain foods or absorbing certain nutrients. That's why it's important to eat a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein sources. Another thing that we should be careful of as we age is our activity level. As we get older, we may become less active, which can lead to muscle loss, bone loss, and obesity. That's why it's important to stay active and engaged in physical activity even as we age. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Staying socially active is also important as we age. Social isolation and loneliness can have negative effects on our physical and mental health. That's why it's important to stay connected with friends and family and participate in social activities. Finally, it's also important to be aware of the signs of cognitive decline as we age. Memory loss, difficulty concentrating, and changes in mood or behavior could be signs of a problem. If you notice any changes, it's important to talk to your doctor. The next question is from Taylor, who asks, what are some natural ways to improve blood circulation? Well, Taylor, there are a number of natural ways to improve blood circulation, including eating a healthy diet, staying active, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and quitting smoking. We already talked about eating a healthy diet and staying active, but let's briefly touch on the others. Getting enough sleep is important for maintaining good blood flow. When you don't get enough sleep, Your body produces hormones that can constrict blood vessels, and that can lead to high blood pressure and poor blood flow. So aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Managing stress is also important because stress can cause your body to release hormones that can constrict blood vessels. So find healthy ways to manage stress, such as yoga, meditation, or spending time in nature. Quitting smoking is also important because tobacco smoke damages blood vessels, and that can lead to poor circulation. So if you're a smoker, talk to your doctor about ways to quit. In addition to these lifestyle changes, there are also some supplements that can help improve blood circulation, such as ginkgo biloba, garlic, and turmeric. However, it is important to talk to your doctor before taking any supplements, because they may interact with medications or have other side effects. So there you have it, folks. Those are some of the questions that people have been asking about onions and blood flow. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and share. And until next time, stay healthy.